before I'd even got the game up on the second screen on DSN, on the Dan Sports Network, right? Before I'd even got the game up, right? They could have had a penalty because Partey took out KDB. And I wasn't sure why a penalty wasn't given on that one. But yeah, the Ramsdale save from Haaland when he got it out of his feet and shot. Save, the run from Haaland and he put one wide. That was all before it was even 2-0. But we'll probably get a lot of stick, but just overall, just the way they set up, just wasn't good enough. There wasn't enough fight, determination there. And their faces at the end of the Southampton game, they looked so dejected. They didn't even look like they'd made it back from 3-1. They got it to 3-3. Now, it's not a case where you can sit there and say it's because other teams weren't good, they've backed the challenge, because even though they've dropped 9 points in the last 4 games, if they win all the remaining games, they'll finish the season on 90 points, which is an outstanding points total. But as I said earlier on in the season to people, for anyone that will listen, when you look at me, you'll be, yeah, but the objective was for them to win the league or whatever. What I was just trying to say is that Manchester City are a different animal. And you need to be equaling records or setting a new record to be able to keep up with these guys, whether it be games unbeaten, wins in a row or whatever. And we found out. Yeah? And the things as well, both the seasons that we finished 1 point behind him, we've got to the Champions League final in both seasons. I thought it opened up for Arsenal with the fact that some of the fans were saying they were out of both cup competitions early. And every one of them was by Manchester City. But some of their fans were saying they might have just been covering up. They might have been doing their poker face. That getting knocked out of the Europa League would help them win the league because it was just a distraction. But out of that now, the 2-2 against Liverpool, understandable. Liverpool, regardless of how poor they've been this season, not an easy place to go. And with Salah Smith's penalty and the saves Ramsdale made in the second half, namely the 2 from Salah that were both going top corner, and then Kanate at the end, who should have used his head rather than chest it in, you could have lost there. You've given up a 2-0 against West Ham as well. Saka's missed a penalty in that one. He scores the penalty. I don't see you lot dropping points there. Then you've drawn 3-3 with Southampton after a late flurry. But Southampton came and they showed you, once when they are on the table, if you do nonsense at the back, everyone's putting out holding, but Zinchenko and Mike's picking him up when he was on the show, put it out as well. Some of his defending and lack of awareness. Yeah, we know Arteta wants you to push into midfield and play passes to break the lines and that. It's been highly questionable. Some of his defending. But it is, but it is what it is. What I'm saying is that Arsenal fans, as I said to Matt earlier, that wound me up. If you do not win the league, I'm going to be on to you. Yes, you still had a great season. It's not failure like that because you changed the City, but yes, City did have Haaland, but they let go. They gave you Jesus and Zinchenko. They lost Sterling as well. And many thought they might be a bit undercooked this season. But they look like they're still going to come through. And the treble is still on. And I know some Man United fans are quaking in their boots that they do that.